Hey, welcome back to the Last Second Dose. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon, repping them Detroit Lions, also with Last Second Sports. And I want to thank y'all for tapping in with us once again. But y'all know whose channel we on, Dose of Dion 2.0. And I got my guy, Young Simba.
Boy, if you don't.
Whoa. All right. And there's Young Simba, the main Detroit Lion YouTuber. What was that? Man, you
I don't
always
know.
throw a curveball.
I was trying to sync it. I was like, this could be perfect. I didn't sync it that well. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It threw you off. You weren't ready for that.
You always throwing me off with something like, why you just can't come in smooth? We get it going. You know what I mean? Like, dang.
I gotta, you just never know what to expect.
I'm learning that.
Right. That's exciting.
It is.
That so I just had to throw it out there. We can run it back. And I feel like this is perfect because if you say something like goofy,
Boy, if you don't.
I like it. I do like it.
Oh, man.
It threw me off. What we got going tonight, Dose?
we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot. And also the chat, man. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, put it in the chat. We'll read through it. But we got a couple things. We're going to talk about those future power rankings. Of course, they had some low rankings for our Lions. We're going to talk about the Aaron Rodgers situation as well. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I want to hear your thoughts on it specifically. And then we got to talk about training camp. We're so close. You realize how close we are to the preseason, Rad? We're like 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away from the preseason.
I love it. I'm ready to see some football.
Man, it's
I'm
crazy.
Ready to see our Lions, baby. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm pumped. I'm ready. Are we going?
I'm out here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't going either.
I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't going to preseason. I'll chill at home. I went to one of those. It's cool, but it's preseason too. So
right,
I can watch that at home.
Correct.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we got a couple things to talk about. I got some videos that I want to show as we go through this as well. I think we got some good clips. I came across a pretty interesting clip with Michael Brockers, kind of some of the impact we're seeing with him. He was with Deshaun Hand doing a workout. I have that clip. I thought we could throw in.
Yeah, throw that in there.
You want to throw that in there? Yeah. So we'll go through it, but I want to dive into these future power rankings, man. They disrespected us, but
okay,
it was kind of expected. You haven't seen these.
I haven't seen them. I tried, but I couldn't see them. But I would like to know what's going on because I know they disrespected us. I mean, we're the Lions. Right. We always get disrespected, but
okay. No, let me see.
I'm used to it.
That don't look that good. Let me fix
31.
This. Let me fix this.
QB 29.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That's
okay.
Beautiful.
So yeah, this is our rankings. This is okay. So basically, I read through it how they do this. They go for the next 3 years. So where they're basing pretty much the team's going to be for the next 3 years. This is the rankings they gave us. I have the Bears rankings as well. I couldn't find the Packers aside from their roster. Yeah.
So I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good. You're good.
So for the next 3 years, they think we're going to be our draftability is going to be ranked 23rd. The next 3 years, and we have 2 first-round picks the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Our front office already, I feel like, drafted well this year on paper. Like we haven't seen these kids play, but just what we drafted, I feel like we did an A, if not an A+. So
that's what I've seen everywhere. Yeah,
I think that's super disrespectful to be just 23rd off draftability, and we got those future first-round picks, and we're about to get some comp picks from all the free agents that left this year. So.
Yeah,
that's just disrespectful. I feel like they always disrespecting us, and it's about to change. I can't wait. NFL.com, ESPN, they all gonna be just want to jump on the Lions bandwagon and we don't want no love then. Don't jump on when we start winning and stuff. Don't stay right where y'all. I want that same energy in about 2 seasons when we in the playoffs and winning playoff games. I want that same disrespectful energy they got.
we had a little bit.
I don't want no flip flop.
I remember that. There were some Lions fans popping up in 2014 that I've never seen.
Right.
Lions fans. Where I know probably where you live, there's probably not a lot of Lions fans. I live, there's some, but there's a lot more Browns fans. But they were popping up in 2014. Right. So be here now. Be here.
Right.
Be here now.
I don't want none of that flip flopping. I want you to keep that same energy when we was down and out.
Right there. Now I got to get your thoughts, man.
Go ahead.
Roster 31st, okay? And I'm pretty sure the only team they have below our roster, and this is excluding quarterback, so it's all position, not quarterback. I'm pretty sure they had the Texans 32nd. But I was thinking, I feel like Rashad Perriman alone puts you top 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, how did we get here?
That's probably why we are ranked 31st because we're Sean Perry. No, if you said this is off the next 3 years, right?
Right.
That's still disrespectful to me because I mean, obviously, we're going to be bringing in some solid draft picks. Our roster, I don't feel like so. If you're a Lions fan, you don't like we have some talent on our roster. Like we don't have our players aren't just that bad. They're young talent that needs to be developed, and if they develop, then like yeah, we're gonna have a solid roster. But for the next 3 years, we should be good because we're gonna have free agent capital. We're gonna have money in the free agency, and then we have a bunch of draft capital. So I don't see how you can still keep us ranked 31st when we have all this young talent and all this draft capital and money for us in the offseason cap space. So I think that's disrespectful again.
No, you hit it. And this is the quote that I wrote down. It was from the ESPN article. I think there was like 3 or 4 people. Louis Riddick was also working on this. He might just be a little mad he didn't get the GM job. That's what I was thinking.
Right. That could be
like,
it.
Okay, hey, that front office is terrible.
Hey.
But he said they're not. This wasn't Louis Riddick. This was one of the other writers. I think it was Yates. He said they're positioned for the patient game. They're going to have excellent draft capital, like you said. They have that money for 2022 in free agency. They said it will take a while, but there appears to be a blueprint. But still, I mean, the Ravens slow. My biggest issue comes with the quarterback one. That one gets me a little bit. That one gets me because
he's in the. Oh, go ahead, Dose. My bad, bro.
Okay, well, no. Here's my problem with it because you didn't get to see the Bears one, but they had the Bears quarterback situation. I believe it was at 20. All right, and I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, hold up. How are they in a better quarterback league? Like, I feel like the Lions. They're saying we're in a perfect position to play the patient game. How would you do this? Do you like the way the Lions built? I'll ask you this question first. Do you like the way the Lions approached this offseason? Would you have drafted the quarterback this year, knowing that you traded away Stafford? Or do you like the way that they went, got a quarterback in return, drafted the offensive tackle? Because I've been seeing this stuff pop up on Twitter.
I think what they did was beautiful. Like, Goff's not bad. I'm not going to say Goff is elite either, but Goff's in that middle of the road. You know what I mean? I give him anywhere from that 20 to 15. He's better than 29, put it that way. He is better than the 29th ranked quarterback. Right. But no, what they did this offseason, they did a great job. Like, I'm always going to believe in my Lions. I grew up a diehard Lions fan. I'm super optimistic every year. Oh, this is our year. This is our year. But like I said, Ben saying, something feels a little different this time around. Like, something feels like something special is brewing just because they're starting in the trenches and working their way out. Like, that's because the game does start in the trenches. Because if you can control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, you have a good chance of winning. So a blessing fell into our lap with Penei Sewell. He shouldn't have been there. Okay, bam. Then we come back in the second and third round and get, I would say, 2 of the top 5 defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen. So they're doing it smart. And then we're not overpaying anybody on these free agent contracts. Everybody's on a prove-it deal, 1-year deal. Had this been Bobby Q and Fatty P, they would have been putting all these people on high expensive 3 to 5 year deals, overpaying people. So like, no, I think we're doing a great job in the front office. A really good job. They didn't overpay anybody, and they drafted very well on paper. We do have to see how they develop and turn out, but on paper, we did a really good job. So, and 29 for Goff is super disrespectful. No, we do not need to go out and get a quarterback this year's draft like we didn't do. Yeah. I think next year, I really kind of want to sit and give Goff one more year just because we're going to have more free agency cap space this next coming up as offseason, so we can possibly bring in some free agents and as far as receiving, build around him a little more. I think Goff is on like a 2-year plan. So he's got this season, next season. Then that third year, if you're not doing it, we can cut ties and use one of those draft picks to get us a quarterback then. But 29th is super disrespectful. That's just how I would play it. I would wait for that third year because this year ain't fair for Goff, to be real. But they may prove us wrong. I hope he does prove us wrong because I want to win games. But like next year to me is not this season, but the up and coming is like the next year is when you got to prove it to me, Goff.
Yeah. No, I mean, you hit it. You got 2 years to do it. It's how his contract's set up. We know about the out. So this is why I didn't understand the quarterback position because
that's terrible.
So the Bears are in a better situation just because they traded up to draft a quarterback. I mean, we could have done that. We could have sent a 7 and took a quarterback. Right. I don't think that would have made our quarterback situation better. It would have just been a mess because then you would have Goff. And we have the ability now to see if Goff works. If it doesn't, then we can draft someone like you said. We have the picks to do it. We don't have to trade up to do it because now we got the 2 first-round picks that we can easily move around if we want to. I mean, I feel like I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand. Andy Dalton was not on Jared Goff's level last season, and Jared Goff didn't even play that well last season. You know, the quarterback thing just drove me kind of nuts. The coaching, that's actually I was kind of surprised it came in that high, but I've read it's the whole coaching staff. It's not just the coach. It's also they do coordinators. They try to take it all
Mhm.
in. So they gave us 25th. I don't know.
I mean,
It's none of it good, but I don't know. They have drafting ability the highest, and we haven't seen any of these dudes that they drafted play. So I don't understand.
I think they disrespected us on the quarterback, the draftability. I mean, the front office, I felt like did a good job this year with the contracts, making that trade, getting Brockers for a sixth. The coaching staff, I guess they're new. You know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of new in role and things like that. But they're former players that was good in the NFL.
Yeah.
Not saying they mean we don't know if they can coach, but at least they have some game film, and the team should buy in just because, okay, they did play at a high level and they was actually good in the NFL. So I'm going to listen to what these people are preaching. You know what I'm saying? And then they can go out there and show you how to do it. Like Aaron Glenn, if he wants you to press, he can actually line up and press a receiver and show you how to do it, as opposed to back in the day, they just barking from the sideline. Hey, do it this way, do it this way. Like, nah, they can actually lace them up with you and show you how to do it. So that's going to mentally make a player buy in. Deuce Staley telling you, hey, like read the blockers like this, cut like that. He can get out there and do it. Deuce is looking a little heavier than in his playing days, but I'm still pretty sure he can make a cut. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just disrespectful, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of. You know what? I'm not tired of it. I want the disrespect because in a couple years, I don't want no love. I'm telling you, bro. And I tell people that on Last Second Sports, like they talk so much ish to me, but it's okay. Like in 2 years, I'm telling you, don't give me no credit then about the Lions. Like, nah. Yeah. Keep that energy, that negative energy. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, you're fine. I'm just you preaching, man. William says you were saying Houston has a better roster than us. So Houston's the only one I think they had at 32. I don't understand how. I mean, look, a lot of the hate from what I read came from the receiver group. They keep saying it's the worst in the league. That makes okay.
I would give it that bottom 5.
But like the offensive line, like if you're putting in a range around the top 10 somewhere, I feel like there's gonna be a run game. I mean, this is a good situation for Goff. I believe that. And I want to transition into something with Jared Goff here because I was reading this Dan Campbell article, and he was talking about the impact that he had on Ryan Tannehill. I never even thought to look at this because, when he was the interim head coach. But Ryan Tannehill, if you look at his numbers, once Dan Campbell took over as that head coach for Miami in the last 12 games, they took off. He posted the highest pass rating that he's posted in Miami since he's left to Tennessee when he was with Dan Campbell. Highest pass rating he ever put in Miami. Also, he had the highest yards per attempt they ever put in Miami when Dan Campbell took over. Like, his numbers took off, and you were talking about run the football.
The entire season, out of 52 third downs they've faced, they've only run it 5 times, and now they're running it on first, second, and third down. Well, this is the kind of statement Dan Campbell would love for his team to make. Just hand it off. Let us go right up in between the tackles and get some good yards.
Let's make it happen. We got the backfield and the offensive line to do it. I feel like we can have a top 5 offensive line. Like, I know we were saying top 10. Like, on paper, we have a top 5. Now, if they just gel and mesh well and play well, we're going to be top 5. Because on paper, we're already top 5. Like, hands down, from left to right. We're top 5. I personally felt like that.
No, that's probably true. I mean, if because everybody's telling us Sewell's going to be the best tackle we've seen in the year. So if he's that dude, and honestly, Big V wasn't that good last year, but he's really never played right guard. So he's going back to that spot, and Jonah won't have to move. Remember last year he was moving back and forth at guard because Dahl was hurt, and then they had to move Big V inside, so moved him again. So him just getting to sit at a spot should really help. But I like that clip. Because it was true. Like, when I was looking through some of these numbers through their first 4 games, they weren't running the ball at all. Their first game, they had 14 running back carries. Second game, they had 12 running back carries. Third, 18 running back carries. In their fourth game, they had 8 running back carries. The week that Dan Campbell took over, they went for 5.6 yards per carry, 28 running back carries. He said, running the football, quarterback makes smart decisions. He said, we don't win or lose with our quarterback. And and then he also said this, and I love this. He said the defense has to play balls to the wall. But I think that's his approach with quarterbacks, man. Like, he said it with Goff. He doesn't look at it as the quarterback needs to win games. He just wants them to make the smart decisions. And I feel like that's why people call him game manager. That's who Goff is.
Right. And I think that's what he's going to be for us. It's just a game manager. Like Stafford, I mean, we leaned on Stafford's arm. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a completely different system, just completely different. I feel like we're going to run the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and play good defense. That's what I just
Yeah.
think it's going to be. Play action pass, hit people when they open, and let's just keep the chains moving. That's it. It's the name of the game. Just keep the chains moving. That's it, bro. Like, keep
He
the
kept
chains
saying,
moving.
man. They just leaned on Lamar Miller, and I mean, shoot, we got Swift and we got Jabal. Their impact to fix this run game this offseason was big time. Like the moves that they made to fix this. Do you believe we'll have an effective run game? I just don't see any
Yes.
reason to point to they won't.
Yes, I do. Because Anthony Lynn also had Buffalo's run game boosting.
Yep.
And then what you just brought up to everybody on like how Dan Campbell had them run. Yes, we're gonna have an effective run game because our run game was solid last year. It was better than it used to be, of old. And so now I feel like our offensive line has got another year together. We're adding the top offensive lineman, and we have a whole new coordinator. We have a whole new. Our run game will be effective. Yes, it will. Because I like Jamal Williams a lot. I was so happy when he came in. And then Swift, I'm already a fan of Swift.
Yeah.
Swift showed me some stuff last year. He has good vision. He can catch. Besides that first week one against the Bears, but he makes the right cuts. I like Swift. I'm a believer.
I like Swift too. He played through Lamar Miller with Miami. He just and it really helped. It helped Goff. And I thought it was weird because the way they play Tannehill, I think, is similar to what we've heard with Goff. You know how they said they're going to spread principles, but when you watch them with Tannehill, their offensive coordinator, he was a Texas A&M guy. They ran the spread there, and he called it rhythm passes. He would just run screens to get him going early, and they would just lean on the run game. And then Dan Campbell's kind of been the same dude, and I feel like that's what they're going to do here. That's why they just invested so much in that run game. And then he said, when we do pass the ball, there'll be explosive pass plays. And I think that's why he went with those big, deep threats, because yards per attempt usually goes up when the run game is better. I think we've seen that with Tannehill. His yards per attempt took off when he was with Derrick Henry because that run game was so effective. Then they had the Corey Davis and, the big dudes on the outside. So I actually like the situation for Goff. I like what he's going into here. This is, kind of a little chip on the shoulder.
I think he's gonna play well. We're gonna win more games than what people think. I really think we are.
I saw a projection today. USA Today had us at 3-14. What would you initial reaction to that?
I think we're gonna win about 5 to 6.
So you got us a little bit above
5 to 6.
I think the over under is what's the over under 5? I think over under set at 5 this year.
I think we're gonna win about 5 to 6. Like, I just don't know. I think week 1 is gonna tell a lot. If we come out here and beat the Niners, that's gonna say a lot for us. Like I really think that's gonna help us because everybody's confidence is gonna go through the roof. Because was it 2 seasons ago the Niners was in the Super Bowl? On paper, the Niners is a very talented team on paper. Let's be real. Last year they weren't so good because they were the most injured team in the NFL. So, and then the Niners is known for having a good run game, a good defensive line. They just got the highest paid linebacker in the NFL. So if we can come out here and control the line of scrimmage and get a run game going against them, that's going to be a huge boost. A huge boost.
Yeah, it's going to be huge for Goff. He needs that run game. I want to see what the chat was saying. I don't want to miss anything here. But it does seem like they're kind of talking about training camp a little bit. They're talking about the rankings. Lions had the best draft in the NFL.
Yes, I did see that. Sam, I've seen that. I would agree with Sam. PFF says that the 10th. I think we're guaranteed top 10, but I think we can hit that top 5.
10's the floor. 10's the floor.
For sure. If they just show up.
Would you rather have the Detroit quarterback room or the Chicago? Yeah, see, that was kind of what I was trying to go towards. Like, I'd rather have our position because we have the draft picks to do it. We could have just took a quarterback this year but that is, I don't think just drafting a quarterback puts you in a better situation. I'd rather have a guy like Goff, which I've seen do some great things. And then, okay, if it doesn't work out, we'll use our draft picks, and we've already have the offense line built. The positions that take a long time to develop, we'll have that ready. It'll be sets ready to go, and then we can draft quarterback and put in there. You can't put a quarterback into a bad situation anyway. Things are going to go bad.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, I got 2 clips.
Nice little laser. That was a nice pass.
I don't know why I put these in here. They're not like anything crazy. I don't know.
Because Goff's not bad. He's really not bad.
No, he ain't a bad quarterback. Man.
I don't think he's bad. He's in that middle of the road. Like, if we keep him protected, he's going to be able to make the throws. Now it just depends on if our receivers are going to catch the ball.
I like watching him back at Cal, man. I look at that like he had like Stafford type numbers in that 2011 year. He had 43 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. His yards per attempt was top 10 in college football. I mean, he was just taking shots, man. Ooh. And I was like, that's a Jared Goff we haven't seen. The only time we've seen him take shots in the NFL is because they go with the play action. And when the run game was there, they did it. When your guy Cooks was there, they did it. But they didn't really let him spread it out. They were
I'd
under
love
center
to
more
get
than anybody.
Cooks. I want Cooks. I do. I want Brandon Cooks, man. He's good. And he's proven he can be a number one. And Goff's familiar with them. Who would you? I got a question. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they had a roster of like 31. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't have a superstar. Who would you say is our superstar on our team? Like the chat, can you tell us, like when you think of the Lions superstar, because we really don't have any superstars, because before you used to say like Stafford was our superstar, Kenny Galladay, Slay. Yeah. Like now who's our superstar in your eyes?
You know, let me say this. It's gonna be defensively, I think it's gonna be Okudah. Because
he's gonna take over that? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the Lions are taking the approach because you hit it. When we signed Flowers, we signed him as a superstar. We gave him $90 million because he was supposed to be that superstar. And he's been good. Right. Maybe not worth 90, but he's been good.
Right.
But I think their approach, like you said, they signed a lot of one-year deals. They're all prove-it deals. They just want to develop these dudes. Like when you look at what Aubrey Pleasant had, he made superstars. They didn't bring in a whole bunch of guys. Like Troy Hill, he took a UDFA, made him a superstar. Darius Williams made him a superstar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now you got the third pick in the draft that he gets to work with. He's never worked with a guy that was picked that high before. So it's like, okay, there's so much talent there.
I would say it's Hawkinson. I would say it's like Hawkinson and Frank the Tank. That would be my two, like if I thought. Yeah. And then Swift has a chance to become our superstar. Yeah. Like if he could just take off, then like, okay, that's our guy. Swift's our superstar. But me personally, I would think it's like TJ and Frank the Tank. Those are like our two superstars. Defense, I mean, Flowers isn't that superstar anymore. Like I feel like I like Flowers. I think he's overpaid, but I think I'm happy he's on our team. He's a good player. Mm-hmm. He gets a lot of pressures, but I still wouldn't like. I don't know. I don't think he's in that superstar range anymore. Like when he was coming in, like okay, we picked up like a low tier superstar, but like now I feel like it's like T.J. Hawkinson and Frank the Tank is our superstars.
Do you think
and
maybe
Romeo? I think Romeo could turn into one.
Yeah.
If he come out here and get about 13, 14 sacks, like Romeo could turn into one.
See, that's the thing. Romeo isn't like the run stopper that Trey is. He don't have that size, but if you just let him pass rush, you put him on the outside linebacker, that dude could put up some crazy numbers. He'll have the numbers that look like a superstar. But yeah, I think they're gonna just try to develop because there is bro, it's crazy when you think of how much we've invested in the secondary for it to be the worst in football. It's kind of like, what are we doing? I got 2 third-round picks at safety. And you got a third pick in Okudah. You got Amani who's proved something. You bringing in Dunbar, but then you draft Iffy this year. Like you have so many players here.
Yeah, we put a lot of stock into that. The chat's saying Hawkinson is y'all best player. Swift, TJ, Swift, Hawk. There goes somebody said Hawkinson and Rag now. So he fucking with me. Who was that?
Hey, do you think that this could be like Cleveland's backfield a little bit? Like the whole Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, we could have like the whole Swift, Jamal.
I hope that, but those are like two.
Do you think it'll be more balanced, or do you think it'll be more one heavy, like Dalvin?
I think it's gonna be balanced. I think it is gonna be balanced. I think it's gonna be a 50-50. I think Swift is probably gonna get more like screens and catches out of the backfield. Jamal's already proven he can pass block, so I think he's gonna be in on them third downs. Like if it's a third and long, Jamal's gonna be in there because he can pass block his butt off. Yeah. But I think it's like far as carries wise, I think it's going to be like a 50-50 on the carries. But I think Swift will probably get more total touches just because he's a little bit more swifter. You know what I mean? Like he's a little bit more sure. But like total carries though, I think it'll be split.
Boy,
I can't stand that dude.
No. I was looking back though when I was watching that Dolphin stuff. They used 3 running backs. I was trying to see if they would go deep. They leaned on Lamar, but they got 3 running backs involved. I can't remember. I think it was Jones or Jonas or something was the second running back, and then they did get Damian Harris. I think was their third at the time. So they got 3 running backs involved. I can see it being like us. Like Jamar gets a couple touches, but it's mainly Jamal and Swift, and they'll kind of rotate. Like I don't think Swift's gonna become a bell cow. Shout out to Lions fan, one Paulie, LFP. Play Madden, but this is okay. Hey, we might do it. Will Harris is a bum.
I would possibly agree with William Floyd. I mean, Will Harris is a Lion, but for you to be taken in the third, bro, like you ain't show me nothing.
No,
nothing. And that's
Okay.
normally when Bobby Q hits. He normally hits in the third.
Let me
But go
ask
ahead.
you.
What you gonna say?
I want to get your thoughts on this, just off the top of your head. Every defensive pick we've made, every defensive draft pick in that Bob Quinn era. Can you tell me one that you think outplayed expectations? I would say Amani's the only guy.
Amani. I was gonna say Amani's the only one.
Everybody else, no one lived up to it. I don't think.
Pennicini played solid for us last year, but
Pennicini was
I need to
nice.
see more. But like he kind of like caught my eye. Like, hey, he was plugging holes.
Yeah,
To
shout
be
out to
real.
John Pennicini, man. That dude was a baller.
Who?
Pennicini was a baller, man.
He did play well.
I
I thought he played very well.
Yeah.
But Amani's probably the only one. Tracy Walker had his moments. Like I was at one point like a huge Tracy Walker fan. Then I felt like he's digressing. Like I don't think he's playing very well.
It's like, man, how have we not hit on any of these dudes though? Like
we haven't.
It tells you how messed up the development is. That none of these guys are getting better; they're getting worse. How you come in, you're good as a rookie, and you get worse? Like that's not supposed to happen.
And Patricia's supposed to be a defensive mastermind. I just don't get it. We hit on offensive linemen.
Oh yeah, the offensive line. We hit there.
We hit on O-line. And receivers too, low key, because what was it, Travis Fullingham? He went to the Eagles and balled out last season. Like, so I mean, we possibly could say we hit on receivers too. Kenny Galladay, like, shoot, we hit offensive line and receivers.
The offense hit, but he wasn't messing with that. He was just Patricia's like, Bevel, you take the offense, you run with that thing. He did I don't think he had any say in the offense. It was just kind of like, all right, I'll run the defense. This is why we're not going to hire a real defensive coordinator, because this is my defense.
He's terrible, man.
He
already has a job with the Patriots.
We kind of had that though. I feel like with other coordinators we had, like didn't remember with Jim Schwartz, our offense was kind of better than our defense. I mean, we were building a defensive line, but during that Schwartz era, the offense was
we was putting up points.
And then even under Caldwell, it was the defense, and he was an offensive guy. So
right.
It's like that's why I'm excited here, because it's like, okay, we just went right in the middle. We just got a guy that's neither. He's just the head coach.
Right. He's just gonna be a good leader. Just gonna be a good leader and let these coordinators call it. Like it should be. You're the head coach, lead these men, make them buy into what we're preaching, and these coordinators call these plays. Now I want to ask you something else. So Jim Caldwell, do you think we should have let Jim Caldwell go? No, I never asked you. I want to know, like, because I wasn't a fan of it, even though we were like in the middle of the road, always 9-7, 7-9, getting put out in the first round. But like the team was at least bought into him, and he kind of kept us in the playoffs. So what was your like? Do you think we should have got rid of Jim Caldwell?
At the time, yes, because I was definitely on board, and I don't think it was a bad decision to move on personally. I actually still don't have an issue with it, because it wasn't like we got better when he was there. Like nothing really improved. Like he came in, the run game never got better. We came in, the defense peaked at its beginning and it got worse. It just seemed like we weren't really going anywhere with it. We were kind of just sitting there, and they were like, all right, Patricia's going to take us over the top because we're close. We just got to get over the top. And then it kind of led to this. So maybe this works out. I don't have an issue with them doing what they did, because I thought it was, like the Detroit Lions were kind of just stagnant.
Right.
But it's kind of like, you got to take those jumps sometimes. You got to take that jump, that leap, thinking that, okay, this will take us over top. And if it does, great. I think the Rams took that leap a little bit. They had Goff, and McVay felt like Goff was, hey, we can get to the playoffs, but we can't win a Super Bowl here. So I'm going to take that leap. I'm going to go out. We're going to give up these draft picks. We're going to go get Stafford. And this is his leap right now. This is win now for them.
I feel you.
So you feel like we should have kept him?
I don't know. Like, I was a fan of Caldwell just because the team was bought in, but Caldwell just wasn't good at, like, he was a cool coach. He just wasn't good at, like, calling the right timeout when we needed to call the right timeout. Or, like, I remember one game. I can't remember the game, but we was down a possession, and we still had 3 timeouts, and it was, like, a little bit over 2 minutes. So, technically, we had 4 timeouts. And he kicked the onside kick to get the ball back. And it's like, bro, the chances of getting an onside kick is kind of like hitting the lottery low key. Like, but we still had 3 timeouts. So I just like it was just like his game managing skills were like bugged me. Yeah. And then I felt like the refs didn't really respect him either. So I like how he had the team bought in. He was just a mellow guy, good leader, but he just never called like the right timeout, or he would just make the dumbest. I'll never forget that, bro. We had 3. It was either we had 3 timeouts, or we had 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. I think that was it, 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. And he kicked the onside instead of just kicking the ball off and let's stop him. Like, it was just like, bro, like, why would you, like, now they got the ball back, so game's over. Now we lost, like, Caldwell. It was just like his timeouts. Like, the managing of the game was kind of just.
It was a little off.
It was terrible.
Was he the coach that we had when we hired a guy to manage the clock? I think we hired a clock managing guy, and I think that was when Caldwell was.
I don't know, but he just. I don't know. It was something about him. Like, his decision making in, like, key moments was just so bad.
You remember we lost to Cincy that year? And we got like I think we got eliminated from the playoffs that 9-7 year. I think it was his last year. We lost like Cincinnati. We were supposed to beat Cincinnati.
Probably because of Caldwell game managing skills. Like, I liked Caldwell. He was like our most winningest coach. He kept us in the playoffs, and the team loved him. But it's just like, bro, you just call. I'm a Madden player, so I know how to manage timeouts, bro. Like,
you're right. You got the clock and you thinking ahead. You
understand, like, golly, what is wrong? That just used to bug me about Caldwell. So I didn't think we should have let him go, but I get what you're saying. We were stagnant. Like, we was just sitting at 7-9,
we weren't getting better, no.
9-7. Like, we just kept going back and forth in between there. But he was just. But I don't know. At the time, I was like, okay, cool. We're getting Bob Quinn's guy and somebody from the Patriots. But
yeah, I mean,
now we're here.
So he put that pencil in his ear. I was like, oh snap, we going places. I think a lot of people thought we were because 2000. You know, like
I knew I wasn't gonna like him when he was showing up on a scooter all the time. Like, bro, like, why don't you just walk around on some crutches? Show your like players, like, at least I'm out here on crutches, bro. I'm not out here on some scooter like an ATV. Like, you get out there with your crutches, make your team like, hey, at least our fat coach is out here on crutches trying to be out here and coach us up, as opposed to sitting on some ATV or some scooter.
You already know Campbell's not gonna be on no ATV. Campbell would be sitting on a lion before he sat on an ATV.
Correct. He'd be out there on his crutches, walking and coaching on his crutches.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, don't nobody buying into Fatty P.
Yeah.
That's your boy, though.
No, it's not my boy,
man.
I bought in at the beginning, but a lot of people did, because you're right. And I think Caldwell was a perfect example of exactly what Patricia was supposed to do, going right. Because I feel like when Caldwell stepped in, that defensive line was stacked. It was the most expensive defensive line in football. And the defense, he like brought everybody together. Everybody liked play for him, and they won a lot of games. But it's just like we weren't going anywhere from there. We just kind of seemed like we were just losing pieces. We weren't building.
Mm-hmm.
Our run game was the worst over that whole stretch with him.
Terrible.
Awful, man.
Terrible.
It was worse than the Dolphins' run game, man. I was like looking back at the numbers. I was like, we averaged 80 rushing yards a game. Like, how does that happen?
We were terrible. The run game was terrible. But hey, we were winning games. You know what I'm saying? We was making it 9-7 to the playoffs.
We beat the bad teams. Yeah,
like,
we beat the bad teams that got us there.
Oh gosh!
And now we missed that.
We beat the bad teams. Huh?
We didn't beat good teams.
We didn't. But a win is a win.
Win's a win. You're right. It got us to the playoffs. It just wasn't taking us over the top, man.
You're right. You're definitely right. You're 150% right. We did beat the bad teams. We was losing the playoff caliber teams at all times. You're right. You're right.
Man, it just hurts because we were close. We felt we were right on the fringe of something, and now here we are. But this could be a good thing.
I like where we're at, though. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't like being just like one of the worst franchises, but I like what we're. I mean, I don't like, but I like what we're building. Like, I really am like truly. It feels different. Something feels special about this front office, this coaching staff, and we have young talent. It just needs to be developed. That's it.
I mean, we got so much
a good offensive line
on this team. Yeah, I mean, the positions like you said that have developed are the positions that Patricia stayed out of. That's the offensive side of the ball. The defense has just gotten worse. You can't tell me that they don't have talent here. I feel like the Lions came in, if this staff felt like our safeties are terrible, they would at least drafted somebody. Mm-hmm. They drafted another running back, like not John Johnson, the dude from Indiana. I can't think of his name. He was on the board. He was a split safety. They could have took him, but like, you know, Will and Tracy, this is your time to shine. They're both third-round picks, man. The pieces are here. Let's do something with it. Let's develop these dudes, man. I
hope Will Harris does like develop into something. If not, put Iffy back there, bro.
Want to talk about Iffy a little bit?
Put him back there.
Because we're going to talk about it, man. Training camp battles. I saw someone ask the question, who needs to have a good training camp to make the team? I would, you know, look, first off, I just had this Iffy clip, you know, just get a nice little PBU. But let me look at this dude, okay? All right, this dude, I love this dude, man.
Hold on, who was that up top though? Getting put.
Give me some St. Brown. I'll run it back. Let me run it back.
Wait a minute, who was that up top? Was that St. Brown?
That's St. Brown, man.
I thought it was.
He just stopped on the play. He just stopped. Just
Bro, I'm
standing
looking up
around.
top like, who's that beating that dude up top? Whooping his what?
He's got a lot of those, man. He doesn't do it all the time, but when he gets angry, man, he just goes at people. I've seen multiple
He's
times.
gonna have a big year. I really think he's gonna go for 1,000. I do.
1,000 yards.
Yes, bro. I
Woo!
really do. I
That's
really do.
fantasy stuff. You play fantasy football?
Oh, every year.
Okay, so you're drafting St. Brown, you're saying?
Possibly. TJ Hawkinson for sure. For sure, he will be my tight end. But St. Brown will be a nice little late round sleeper pick. I mean, bro, because I feel like St. Brown is going to be like Goff's Cooper Cup. You know, Goff loves Cooper Cup.
Right.
Loves him. And I feel like, and he's already, you already probably read how he's talking about how Cooper Cup used to do things and stuff like that. St. Brown's going to have a year, man. Like, I think he's going to have a year.
He's going to have a Cooper Cup year.
I believe I'll take a Cooper Cup year. Cooper Cup ain't bad. Cooper Cup is good.
Look, I don't have all the clips. I have a lot of them saved on this, but I do have some clips. But like when I watch him, man, he pushed him to the outside because Pittman left. But when he was in the slot, that guy was unguardable. He was okay on the outside, but he's 5'11".
He needs to be our slot.
Yeah, he needs to be our slot. And then Perriman, Tyrell, they can play the outside receiver roles. But man, if you put him at slot, that dudes just can't cover him. He's just tough. Slots, safeties can't come down and cover him. He just route runs so well. And then his mentality, I love it when he's like, I'm here to take someone's job. Like, dang, man, that's what you coming in saying?
Let's do it. Yes. Get in there and push everybody. Push them. So hold on. Would you be okay with Iffy playing safety next to Tracy Walker?
Nah. No.
Really?
No. See, I like Iffy in a hybrid role as like, all right, we're going out there. We're gonna run like, I don't know, 2-4-2-5 or 2-4-5, like that nickel. Put that extra DB on the field, and that could be Iffy. Like I could see them play him as the extra safety and line him up against the tight end. Like, wouldn't that be something like, okay, say we're playing the Falcons, they roll out Kyle Pitts. Most teams are gonna struggle with that, but you put Iffy on Kyle Pitts, he's a cornerback, so you'll slow him down. He's big. You won't have the size advantage. I could see him like that. But I don't think I'd make him like a safety.
You don't want to play him as
You would
safety.
make him a safety? You would do that?
I think I'd put him at safety.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then Okuda,
okay,
he got one more year because if he found out he can't really cover like we thought he could, move him to safety because Okuda will tackle you. He may hurt himself doing it.
He will tackle.
But Okuda will. He ain't scared to hit somebody. So he got like one more year, and it's like, hey, okay, bro, we might need to move you back to safety because at least you will tackle people.
It's that Woodson chain. You go to safety. I mean, you're still young, but let's do it a little early.
If he show he can't cover, I'd be like, bro, move Buddy to safety because Okuda will tackle, and then let Iffy slide in and Amani because Dunbar's on that 1 year.
Yeah, that could work. I could see that, especially because I think
he's
Tracy
6'2",
Walker.
200.
He's on his last year, isn't he? Tracy Walker's on the last year.
I think Tracy is on his last year. I feel like he's been around for a minute. And he's played some good football for us early in his career. It was just like last season, like, man. Will Harris, I don't think making the team.
You don't think – what? wait. You said you don't think –
he's buns, bro. He's such a bum to me. Will Harris isn't making the team.
Okay, well, hold up. Who's taking his spot?
You are.
I'll take his spot?
Yeah, you won't go out there and play safety for us. Shit. Will Harris is terrible, dude.
Hey, what about our dude? Our Arkansas dude?
I think he can play safety. I think he can play safety. Yes.
Yeah.
I really do.
I like it though. I mean, I like the way I'm seeing this because to me, what I've seen, the way they use their safeties is not normal. Like they use them as split safeties, but they also use them how this pass regime did. But they disguise it all. I think this stuff's gonna be cool because they Will Harris has that speed to be the single deep. He can also come in the box because he can tackle. But to do this stuff pre-snap, not show it, and then to have them both on the field flying around instead of putting one in the box all the time like a linebacker, because that's not what he is. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like it. I like that split look. I think I just like the coaches, man. That's what it is. Like I would not have faith in this team if I didn't like this staff because the rosters. We don't know what we're going to get from this roster because we haven't seen it for years. But you're right, man. The staff is what's making me excited because I can see them just bringing so much out of these dudes.
Our staff they should be good. They was ex NFL players that played at a pretty good level. But I do want Iffy to go to safety. I think he needs to go to safety. Because as of right now, I just don't feel like where is he going to touch the field this season? Because we got Amani, Okuda, Dunbar, Mike Ford, Elderly.
Yeah.
Like, so where are you gonna play at? We got 2 nickel corners already. I guess
Yeah.
if somebody gets hurt, but we already have literally we have 3 outside corners that's ahead of him. So let's get Buddy in there. Let's get him in training camp. Just hey, bro, you played corner in college, but we're about to get you back over here safety. Let's get him going at safety.
I
He's
kind of
big.
agree because
So,
I agree.
he's gonna go to waste this year.
This is the year to do it. If you're gonna try to experiment him in different spots, do it this year. You're
Do
right.
it this year.
That's why I was saying like the extra DB role. I think that's where his role for me would come in. If you want to give him a chance at safety, though, like this is the time to do it because
he has. I mean, like he's competing with Will Harris and then a couple no-name free agents. So let's get him out there, repping with the ones, going against our ones, top talent to see. Even though our receiving core ain't the best, but at least he's going against the best that we offer.
Yeah.
And let's see what he can do. And put him in there at preseason at safety, bro. Rep him at safety. Seriously, because he's not going to – I don't see whose spot he's taking. Not unless he just comes up and blows up at corner. But as of right now, he's, 4th on the depth chart as our outside corner? Yeah, he has to be 4th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he ain't in our nickel. What do you think about trading a 3rd for Jamal Williams?
Would you do that? I wouldn't do that.
No. I'm not giving up a 3rd for Jamal Williams.
Look, I like Jamar, but we need to run the football. If we can't, I don't want to end this year with 2 running backs. I want to know we have running backs that we can turn around the football. Like I don't want a situation where one running back goes down and we're like, I don't know what we're doing.
Like who's our running back? Right.
Yeah, we can't have that. Not especially if we're gonna evaluate Goff. I evaluate Goff and then not give him anything to turn around and hand the ball to. Like that's, I wouldn't even mess with that. But a 3rd round for Jamal, I feel like that's a lot for Jamal. Dang.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't even do it. I like Jamal. I wouldn't do it.
Wow. I like Jamal too, yeah. High on Kool-Aid because I drink it every year.
I'll take a 3rd for Jelani Tavai if anybody wants to offer.
Oh, man.
What?
Hey,
or Will Harris.
Linebackers are the weird ones this year. Linebackers are going to be weird because there's a lot of linebackers. Like people say there's not enough linebackers, but I think there's too many linebackers. When I look at him, I don't know who's going to play. Because, I mean, if you only play 2 inside linebackers the majority of the time, let's say we're in a base set. We got Trey and Roman on the outside. We got 2 inside linebackers. On pass downs, you're going to have less linebackers, if anything. You might use Derek Barnes like a pass rusher. But, you got Alex, you got Jamie. I don't see Jamie come off the field that much.
And Alex, there's your 2 starters. And then Barnes somebody gets tired for him, Barnes. I'm
throwing Sean Deion Hamilton. I'm like, who's taking these jobs, man?
I'm throwing in Barnes over all of them. Like we already seen what Tavai's proven. Okay. Reeves Maven, I like Reeves Maven when he was coming out of college. So he may flourish in this little system because he can get sideline to sideline. But Barnes is the first. He's my 3rd inside linebacker. He's the next man up because I want to see what he can do. Tavai's under Jalen Reeves Maven and Hamilton. You sitting by Tavai might not even make the team, bro.
Okay, but
now that I'm thinking about it,
from Tavai's perspective, though, let's say hypothetically, let's say we redid it. Let's say we drafted Derek Barnes back. We drafted Tavai, and we drafted Tavai this season. How well do you think Derek Barnes would have played with Matt Patricia?
I mean, probably will because Derek Barnes is just a better athlete than Tavai.
He's a better
better athlete.
I guess he wouldn't have drafted a Derek Barnes. I guess
he's better at pass rushing off the edge. He's just a better linebacker than Tavai. I feel like Tavai had a 5th round grade on him, and he was picked early in the 2nd round because the Patriots were thinking about drafting.
Because he's special, man. He's special.
He's not special. Belichick just finessed Bob Quinn. He hit him with a text message. Hey, that's a Tavai kid, man. He's on our If you're thinking about drafting somebody, why would you call your homie and tell him? Because you're finessing him. Nobody's going to show they got 2 aces. Who does that? We took him because the Patriots had a huge interest in him late in the 2nd. No, they didn't, bro. They just finessed you. When nobody taking the Tavai, the man had an undrafted grade on him, and he's been playing like an undrafted player. Get out of here. They finessed him.
But he wasn't good as a rookie.
Man, Tavai never
some flowers as a rookie. I was some hype because he was covering well. I was like, oh, this dude's gonna be good. I didn't know they haven't playing 270. Man, you got him bigger than Trey Flowers.
I've never been a fan of Tavai. I'm sorry.
You played linebacker, right?
They should cut him.
You played linebacker.
Yes.
Could you imagine playing linebacker at 270? playing
Hell
off
no.
ball like that?
Oh no. You can't move. Like no.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they were
Hell
asking
no.
to do.
No,
Here's my theory.
that would
Let
be
me give you
hard.
this theory. Here's what I think happened with Tavai. I think they said, okay, Tavai, we're gonna bulk you up because we cut your guy Devon Kennard.
I like him.
I think they wanted to put Tavai in that role, so they bulked him up to be an edge. But then they started putting him back at inside linebacker. He couldn't play that spot. That's why he played so much at edge in that last year. He couldn't play inside linebacker because he wasn't fast enough. You can't be playing inside linebacker at 270, man.
You're right.
That's Trey Flowers.
You
You
can't.
can't.
That's
That's
heavy.
crazy. That's
That is
a big
heavy.
dude, man.
That's super heavy. But I don't know. They might. They're not going to cut. I know they won't cut Tavai. Like he was a second round pick. You got to see what he's doing. He came in good shape. What is he like 230, 240 now? So
Yeah, he's getting back down.
So we're going to see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird fit though. I think you're right because it is kind of because Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia would not have drafted Eric Barnes because he ain't big.
No,
You know,
he's
he ain't
6
this
foot,
super
6
athletic
foot,
guy.
240, 245.
Yeah, he's like a normal NFL linebacker.
Right. I like him though because he's shown that he can rush the passer off the edge. He will hit you, will strike you. He probably needs to work on his reads, as an inside, but he hasn't played inside linebacker that much. He's played more edge than he has inside. But I like him. He has heavy hands.
Now he's and hey, he can play edge, so maybe he gets down. Maybe you're right though. Barnes is crazy on the edge.
Right, he's good because he got them heavy hands. And he runs like a 4.640.
How you bench press 29 times? First, how did Amon-Ra St. Brown bench press 225 20 times? The dude's 197.
20 times, bro.
What the heck?
I mean, it showed on film when he was pushing Buddy out of bounds.
Dude, that was mean, man. I got a lot of those clips, dude. I should put more in here. Who would be a nice surprise stepping up a safety, not Harris or Walker? You said Iffy.
Yeah.
You have a different answer? Maybe like somebody else that comes by, or no? Just rock with
Iffy.
Okay.
Or Trey Boston.
William Floyd is with you. You got William, man.
See, William Floyd, he knows.
Mike Ford.
I like Mike Ford.
Mike Ford's big for camp.
I've always liked Mike Ford, though. Like, he's flashed a couple times. Then he's had some bad plays. Then he flashes. I like Mike Ford.
That KC game was...
He might actually step up with some good coaching. We could possibly take Mike Ford to the next level.
Bro, it's crazy, man. Like, we got a lot of talent here. Oh, forgot to say what up. What's up, Shamar? What's going on, Shamar? I like the first off, I like the whole mustache thing he's got going on. Mike Ford, coaches like him. Salute to the chat. Shout out to Elijah Hanna. I missed this. Salute to the chat and you Dose for the great talk. Shout out to Rad too.
Thanks, Dose.
This show, man. This show's. I love this show, man. Tavai may be a late bloomer. Oh yeah, quick update for everybody watching. Shows are on Thursdays now, so this will be the normal Thursdays. And then, we'll let you know if it changes.
For sure.
Mixture relevant for July to buy.
See? That's your boy.
But look, Brickham's on it, though. It's his rookie year was solid. I remember that because I was like, he's covering well. I thought he was going to be so big for us because we paired him with Jamie. And then we find out he's running 270. Come on, man. Of course he looks slow.
You're right. I mean,
he looked slow before he was 270.
Right. You have some good points. Playing 270 linebacker is very hard, especially in the inside.
Put him at safety.
Whoa, Bill. Whoa, Bill.
That's a big safety.
No, Bill.
Oh, man. Okay, so we got some Tavai love. Yeah, that Patriot system, man. They got those big linebackers.
Dante Hightower was a big linebacker. Like, yeah, it does take bigger. You got to be like 250 or plus for sure.
Let's see. I don't know. There's nothing here. Okuda was a huge letdown, man. I'll go back to that one. Okuda was a huge letdown, man. I hope it turns it around.
He didn't really let me down. He didn't let me down, bro. I don't think Okuda let me down just because he had no training camp. The first 4 weeks, he was thrown into the fire against some top-tier receivers. His confidence was done. Ends up getting hurt. But, yes, I do want him to turn it around. But I don't think he was a huge letdown. I really don't. Like, obviously, I wanted Chase Young in last year's draft, 2 years ago's draft, but it didn't fall that way. So we took the second best player in the draft, which was supposed to be Okuda. Because if you watch Okuda's Ohio State film, he was a hell of a player. Now, a good defensive line can also make a DB look good too. So I was also thinking that about his
Because Ohio
college
State's
film.
line was nuts.
Because
Yeah.
Ohio State D line was savage. So yeah, you're gonna make your secondary look good because the quarterback's throwing under pressure and they're getting rid of it quick, and you know you can just play a little different because you know the ball's coming out quicker. So now we should have a better D line. So Okuda, you do need to turn it around, but I don't see him as a bust yet. I'm not agreeing with a bust. No.
Did you see the surgery stuff that came out yesterday?
Yeah, he had his core two
Yeah.
surgeries or whatever. Good. Let's be proactive instead of reactive this year. Let's take care of it now.
Think you could get precautionary surgery? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either. I didn't know what that meant, but I mean, it sounds like he's being proactive. It's always better to be proactive.
Dude gained 30 pounds, lost 4. That hey, if you could do that, that's true, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through. I feel like
It is.
It's a lot. It's a lot of weight change, man.
I'm
I'm rooting for Bobby Price. Shout out to Kale Nickerson first off. Bobby Price. You got any thoughts on Bobby? I mean, Bobby's a weird one for me this year because I don't know where he fits. Actually, I don't know how he fits in a split look. I almost look at him like another linebacker. I like the shades.
Yeah, I thought he's on. It's hot in here.
Yeah. So they like cool you down.
Yeah, I got the sun beaming over here. I mean, it's still daytime over here in Oregon.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
Don't see the sun just glistening. It's nighttime where you're at, huh? The sun's down.
Yeah, you wearing sunglasses, man.
Bro,
it's dark over here.
It's hot, bro.
That's wild.
I haven't done. Rely on the corner. Yeah.
I mean, he kind of had to. I mean, they had to play him. That's why they signed Trufant, but Trufant wasn't playing. And when he was, it was bad. It was like, we got to play him because Trufant wasn't that dude.
And I was excited when we signed Trufant too because, I mean, he had a good career. I know he was like not the same player at Atlanta, but I'm like, oh, he can come in and teach the young buck how to play, and he just did terrible. Didn't he sign with the Bears? Thank you, Chicago. Good job. That was a great signing by Chicago. Trufant's a stud.
Woo, man, that was just such a letdown. Like, it was bad luck too. There was some bad luck with the injuries for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Because that was like, Okuda, you're not supposed to be our number one corner, but he was. Yeah, cornerback takes a while. I've seen $6 million man now. Who we talking about? We talking about Okuda? He probably do get paid a lot. I don't know how much their picks get. They probably get paid a pretty good amount.
Buddy wants to know if we hit the Brockers. Let's hit the Brockers. You haven't hit the Brockers.
No, I got the clip over here. Let me see if I can share this.
I like Deshaun Hand. I've liked Deshaun Hand since he came in. Yeah, because he was good. He was like the top recruit coming out of high school. He just didn't pan out at Bama. Didn't always play up to his potential. Then he came to the Lions. He just always was getting hurt, but he was a playmaker somewhere in Texas.
Okay, I think that was him right there. Yeah.
Look good. Look at him.
He looks fit, man.
Looking like a little Aaron Donald. Look at him, bro. Deshaun Hand's always been good to me.
You got to stay healthy, man.
Look at him, bro. He's looking like an Aaron Donald build.
Is that Aaron Donald?
I don't know who Buddy is right there. Let me see you, man.
This is the Brockers impact, though, man. Brockers is a big deal we brought in this dude. We needed a guy like this.
I love the Brockers pickup.
I don't remember Trey Flowers, he ain't going out there working with Hand. They needed a dude like this. Bring them all together.
I love this pickup. Love it. Especially for a 6. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. We robbed him with the Brockers.
A good seasoned veteran deep lineman. Come on, man. Who has that winning mentality already. He knows how to work. He's been playing against Aaron Donald.
Man, yeah.
He's had a solid career too. Like he's not some superstar, but he's a really good player. He's one of those B level players.
Right.
B plus.
You need those dudes, especially with
you
all
do.
You gotta have them, man.
Oh, Deshaun Hand is coming. Man, our D line should be so stupid this year.
It's crazy, man. We invested a lot there. I mean, shoot. I would say defensive line we sort of didn't invest on because, I mean, Patricia didn't really invest on defensive linemen. You went secondary, which I guess, it made sense for that defense. But this year we did. This year we went out and we fixed that defensive line.
I feel like 2 of the top 5 defense interior D linemen in the draft. We brought in Brockers. Hand was already there. Hand just needs to get healthy. Oh,
You
someone
had
brought
John.
Fatty P.
Oh man, what's it say? You ever have someone cook your friend?
Your food.
No,
You ever have someone cook your food with no seasoning? That's Fatty P. Now we got Dan cooking with all kinds of stuff. I feel it, Cap. You're right. We got a little Lawry's, a little salt and pepper, a little garlic seasoning.
yeah,
Shoot.
yeah, a little ketchup. Hey, okay.
No ketchup. Whoa.
No, you don't like ketchup?
No, it's too much of a dominant condiment. No. I don't like ketchup.
Like on a corn dog, you gotta have ketchup.
No. Mustard
What?
or mayo.
Mayo on a corn dog?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen somebody put mayo.
I eat mayo. I eat my French fries in mayo. Like I love mayo.
You're like a light mayo dude.
Not a light. No.
No, you want that
real-
real mayo. It's
Yes,
gotta
I
say
want the
real on it. Or you
Yeah,
don't even-
I want real mayo. I don't want no Miracle Whip, and I don't want no light mayo. I want the real mayo. You know what I'm saying?
I had mayo today. I had a chicken thing, and I had put mayonnaise on it. No,
See,
no cheese. I was like, I can just rock with the mayonnaise.
And it was bomb.
Nah, it was some B, you know. It was a B, man.
Well,
Yo, what was the other thing I wanted to go into? I can't remember what else I had. I think I might have hit it. I don't know.
we hit the Brockers.
Yeah, I wanted to go into that.
We
'cause I
talked
think
about the list. We hit on the chat. What the chat talking? He looking trim and getting Broncos. See, Hugs is right, man. I'm telling you, he looking good.
And
I've
you
always
seen Nick
liked him.
Williams this offseason?
No, I haven't.
Blinded, man. Every day I find someone Nick Williams. That dude just working out. And you know,
They brought in a bunch of young gunners at his position, so he better
That's
be in
true.
there
he's
working
feeling
out
that.
because
He's feeling
our
that.
second and third round pick plays your position, so you better be working.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Dude.
He gets some pressures though. I mean, like Nick Williams gets overlooked a little bit. You know, the fact that he took a pay cut. He's a really cheap deal now. He's like lining up with those rookie deals, a little bit more expensive. But I mean, he had 10 pressures last season, so he didn't have the sacks, but he was still getting there a little bit.
I'm all about pressures. All about pressures.
Let's give me some quarterback hits. Let's get
All
there.
about pressures. Just make that quarterback uncomfortable, and I'm all about it.
Playing these dudes, man. I'm telling you, that's why I don't understand the roster. I don't know why the roster is so bad, man. It's weird because the coaching.
Because we don't have any big names. Like we don't really have any superstars. Like I asked you earlier. Like we don't. Like Brockers isn't a superstar. He's a B-level player.
Yeah, we don't have Donald. We got to develop Donald.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of young talent that can turn into some superstars. Yeah. Because Levi could turn into another Aaron Donald or, just some type of superstar type player. McNeil could. Like, we have the young Akuda could. Even Tracy Walker, he's young enough to where he can turn into like a top tier safety.
Right.
Like
right.
We have
hey, Will Harris, Jelani Tavai, you know what I'm saying? Rashad Perriman. I mean, if we want to go into it.
I can't stand you. You love these bums. You just give them so much hope and like you're just so optimistic. Like, but your video you did on Perriman made me believe. Like I told you, I want to apologize. Like you break it down like that. Like, hey, he is back with Antoine Randall. He's on a prove it deal. He may come out and prove it. Like, hey, I want a fat contract. So Jonah Jackson, hey, I agree with him right there. Jonah Jackson played some good football for us.
That dude can run block, bro. I was watching that back. That dude's nasty. The shades are back.
Yes.
Is your window open or is it just coming through the window?
It's just beaming, and I got the shade down. You can just look at it.
Yeah. That's dang. Is it possible we went from the Patriot way to the remake Rams? I don't
feel that.
So.
I don't feel that.
It's because it's schematically too different.
I don't feel that way.
Like I feel like there's influence from guys that were with the Rams, like Aubrey Pleasant, Brad Holmes, but it's not the Rams because the offense ain't gonna look like the Rams. I don't think.
Not at all.
Yes.
Not at all.
I think in general it's always the same idea. However you do it, you got to be able to run the football to pass the ball. I mean, if you can't run the football or stop the run defensively, it's always going to be an issue.
Right.
I think it's just how you do it. So I don't think it's going to be because the Patriot way, like we were playing like the Patriots,
right, and drafting like the Patriots, just doing everything the Patriots did. Like They would call
Yeah.
Bob Quinn and say, "Hey, we're looking at a guy," and then we take him with a 5th round grade.
Do you think that's what happened?
Yeah, they were looking at the long snapper, and we took him. Just finessing him.
Jimmy lands, man. That's
Just
crazy.
finessing Bob Quinn, finessing him. Just like God. Bobby Q and Fatty P, bro. Which do you guys think will have the most impact on year one? I think Levi.
Really?
Yes, he's gonna be super disruptive. He fires off the ball faster than anybody in the draft. Like his get off was faster than the defensive ends in this draft.
Yeah,
he has good hands. He's disruptive. I think it's gonna be Levi. Excuse me.
Levi. That's a good one. And he'll probably be on the field a lot too. So I think that's why that's a good call. He's got disruptive. You know, you got the Nick Williams, baby.
I hope it's iffy though.
Coming for spots. I hope it's iffy.
Yeah, dude, because that means we have a 6'2", 210-pound DB. I don't know if he's gonna be a safety or a corner, but like, I like the size and sound of a 6'2", 210-pound DB.
Yeah,
that's athletic.
I like your Levi answer. In terms of snap, I agree. I'll go with McNeil just to give him a different name, because like I feel like Pennicini was balling last year. But if they want more explosiveness, Pennicini ain't giving you that. Pennicini he's clogging the lane, and that's cool. That's what he does.
But he did his job. He did
his job. Yeah,
he did his job.
He'll be a nice like relax, not relaxed, but dude needs a breath. They can rotate back and forth. He's young. It's perfect. I don't want them out there every snap. These guys need to rotate. Rodgers
off to dominate our vision. We still got Kirk Cousins. I mean, if Rodgers leaves the division, excuse me, if Rodgers leaves the division, I think it turns into Minnesota's division at that point, though.
All right, let's discuss this, man. I want to get your thoughts. So the report is, and I was saying this was coming about back in May too, that the same reports were coming out. But the report is that Aaron Rodgers declined a 2-year extension. So I think that would have put him on the books for 5 years, and it would have made the highest paid quarterback in the league right now. But of course, he declined that because he said it ain't about money. He said, well, he didn't say it, but it's it's the front office. All right, we know he ain't happy. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
I hope he leaves. Like, get out of the North. Like, I mean, to me, Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks to play this game. As far as like the tools, the head, the shoulders, he's mobile. He's just a good quarterback. And if he doesn't want to extend, cool. That helps the Lions. Please get out of the NFC North. I'm telling you, I'm waiting for that notification on my iPhone saying Aaron Rodgers has been traded to whoever. Just get out the North. And if he leaves, now it becomes Minnesota's division because Minnesota has more talent than us. But we're not far behind, I feel like, if our talent develops. I still think Chicago's worse than us. They overpaying players. And if Andy Dalton is starting, perfect. Chicago, perfect.
But that's a better quarterback situation than ours.
Right. That's what they say on ESPN. You're right. It is, bro. Like, I mean, you got Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, who hasn't proven nothing. I get he's been ranked very high in high school and he had a good college career, but we got a quarterback that's been to a Super Bowl, plain and simple, bro. He may not have the arm talent as Fields or as fast as Justin Fields, but the guy has played in the Super Bowl.
He was the first
pick. You can't take that away from him. Yeah, and he was the first pick in the draft. Yeah, he wasn't as highly touted as Justin Fields, but he still was the first pick. Shoot.
Yeah. What?
So.
Man, I don't got no shades. Not with me.
You got some shades. You got a pair of shades somewhere.
Nah, not with me, man. I don't got nothing with me. I don't wear shades, dude. It's always dark out.
I think we should start wearing shades and just wearing black. Like, we could just be like the Men in Black. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Yeah, we got the leaves already in the background, so it's kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Men in Black.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, it was good. I love movies too, though.
I watched movies last night.
Can we answer this question? Who is a mid-tier player or better you think could get cut? Dose?
Man. I got to think about that one. That's tough. I don't know. Mid-tier player. It's oh, geez, man. Because I don't know what we have. Honestly, I don't know who these dudes are. I don't know what Will and Tracy. I don't know what. these defense. I don't know what anything is on our defense. I don't know what these guys can be. I just know what they could be coming out of the draft. I know people said Jeff Okuda is going to be a Pro Bowler, and look at his first year, right? I know what they came out of the draft as. So the defense is tough. Offensively, I don't think there's any surprise cuts offensively because I don't think there's any big deals that it's like, all right, we're locked in here. Because, I mean, like in the receiver room, would any cut really be a big surprise?
No, wouldn't. You're right.
And I don't see any big ones coming. Like the biggest cut I could see is like Jamal Allison.
That's the only one. I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I could honestly. I'm gonna be real. I think it could be Tavai. Like I know people think I'm playing. I think it could be Chelani Tavai. Because Reeves Maven's more athletic, and then they did re-sign him. They brought in the other. Whoa. Oh no, Mr. Jenkins. No.
That's a good answer though. You're right.
Definitely not my favorite. And I mean, and at the end of the day, it's going to all depend on like how many people we're keeping at that certain position too. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to keep a lot of DBs. I don't know why. I feel like we're going to keep a lot.
I'm with you. That's why I think we got a lot of inside linebackers. And I'm with you. They brought back Jalen Hurts-Maven. They didn't bring back Tavai. He was already here.
Right.
So
and then like, Hamilton came in, right?
Yeah, he was a futures deal. So I don't know if that was the pass regime or not, but they did bring him in this futures deal this offseason.
And he's more athletic.
They get athletes at the linebacker spot. Like if you look at how the Rams did it.
So I think Tavai that's the only person I can really see is that mid tier. And then you had Geronimo Allison, but I wouldn't consider him like a mid tier. It's just that he's been in the NFL a couple years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Cephas can kind of play an Allison role, so you don't need Allison.
I like Cephas. I like him coming out of college too.
It's a tough question, man.
He would have got drafted. That was a good question. Good question, Bubs. Trey Flowers will get cut for cap space. No.
I think we'd actually lose money if we did that.
No, yeah, we would.
And yeah, I didn't look
it really would. It's on
we'd be in a bad spot.
Over the cap.
I know Big V's like that. We can't cut Big V this year. Next year, Big V might be out. Big V would be one I can see next year. Derek Barnes. Wait, hold on.
I like what Michael's talking about right here. Michael McDermott. He says he likes Reeves Maben over Tavai. Agreed.
Oh, okay.
Agreed. Me too.
Okay.
He had better college film and better NFL film. Agreed. He's just smaller.
Yeah.
I like you, Michael.
Dang.
Good guy there.
Good guy. Hander Williams. Probably Hand. I would say Hand because look, the way they've already, first off, how Todd Walsh spoke on Deshaun Hand. As soon as he came in, he's like, I turn on this tape. This dude can be special. I just got to get him on the field.
He is.
And Nick Williams, they gave him a pay cut. So it kind of tells you how they feel. Williams is cool, but you're going to take a pay cut if you're going to stay here, okay?
Right.
All right. I mean, now you got to compete for that role. That's kind of where he's at. And I feel like Deshaun Hand, like you said, he can be really good. He just got to find the field, man. He's just never he's like Austin Bryant.
Stays hurt.
That's a good one. I could see that. That
Austin
could be
Bryant
a surprise
cut.
cut.
Yes, he could get cut. He actually could. Yeah. I like Austin Bryant though. I don't want him to get cut.
No, I don't want him cut either.
I want to see a little bit more film from him first.
I like. First off, that dude's a really good run defender, but he wasn't getting pass rush on the line. So I actually like the outside linebacker idea for him, but it's only going to be on early downs, and he won't be that guy. So I don't know where his role is. I don't know how they use him.
What do you think of Julian?
I like Julian. Julian's a stud. Julian's a stud. Yeah. See, look.
Yeah, good college film.
Yeah, that dude's gonna eat this year. Julian's gonna go crazy because
I hope so.
Julian will surprise people.
I was so high on that pick. I was so happy with that draft pick.
That's one of my favorite, dude. I like Julian. Every time I watch his stuff, he's just so fast. Even last year, he was just so explosive. He looks like Charles Harris because Charles Harris was the first round pick, super explosive. But Charles Harris, he doesn't seem to be super polished, man. He's just explosive, and that's why he was the top pick. Yeah, I feel like Julian has that same jet off and stuff like that. And last year, he didn't play that much. We barely saw him last year. But he'll be good in this defense because they'll go on passing downs because he can drop. That's what I like about him. You can drop him in coverage. Like I think he picked off Shea Patterson, man, the GOAT. If you're picking off Shea Patterson, like, you know what I'm saying? Pro Bowl, you know? So I'm just saying, you know,
The GOAT.
Oh, I messed it up.
Perfect time. That's when you should have played that. That's when you should have played that. You picked up the GOAT. Who? Brady? Okay,
Yo.
where's A? I like it. Right.
Wait, hold up. Who did you say you watch for college football? You watch? Who are you a fan of?
I don't really keep
No
up
one.
with college football.
Okay.
anymore.
Okay. All right.
I just watch it like when the playoffs time starting and stuff like that. I mean, if the Wolverines or the Spartans are playing, or if the Ducks are playing, or if my Colorado State Rams, I watch them, but it's not like, oh man, such and such playing. I got to hurry up and get home and turn on the game. No, it ain't that. Not unless it's like the college football playoffs.
You said Colorado State.
Yeah. I like Notre Dame too. That was my dream school. Notre Dame
Was
and
it?
Florida State. Yeah.
Don't we have a guy from Colorado State on our team? I feel like you would know that if we did. I thought we had a UDFA from Colorado. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know about that one, Napoleon.
Julian's legit. I like Jim Julian, man. Do you feel bad for Stafford since he thought he would have a run game behind him? Now it looks like Lions will actually have a run game. No, I don't feel bad. I mean,
Cam Akers got hurt.
Yeah.
That was
tough.
huge.
Yeah.
Because I was going to draft him late in fantasy football too.
Look, I mean.
But no, I don't. Do you feel bad for him?
No, I don't feel bad. I mean, because it's on the Rams. It's not. The Rams knew what they had in that backfield. And if one thing happens, then you're at where you're at. That's why I don't want to trade away Jamal. Because if we know if Swift goes down, then what? And that's why it's important we drafted Jamar to have a third. We need to have 3 running backs that we know can take the ball. And we're confident. We don't want just guys. We want guys that we're confident that are going to actually be effective rushing the football, not just be placeholders. And the Rams knew that. They knew that if something happened to Akers, like you don't want to put all your eggs in one spot and hope no one gets hurt because it's football. Players get hurt
all the time.
So they're going to have to figure it out, man. Maybe they might have young dudes. I don't know. I mean, I know they got a lot of young guys over there like Funk. Funk's, that's a cool name. So that is
a cool name, but Cam Akers was going to have a good year, I felt like.
I liked Akers. Akers was really cool, man. And they got Darrell Henderson. Maybe they'll go sign Peterson now. I don't know.
Darrell Henderson, you're right. I mean, bring Todd Gurley back. Le'Veon Bell's out there too.
See, I saw that Le'Veon. I was like, well, that'd actually be interesting. Because Le'Veon, did he go through something really? I remember, was it an injury that he went through? Because I remember he got a lot smaller. No. But I don't remember anything major. Le'Veon was a stud, man.
Le'Veon just kind of sat out and then he went to the Jets, remember, and got all that money, and then he didn't like it there, and then he goes to Kansas City, and he doesn't like Andy Reid, but he got a Super Bowl ring. Wait, no, he didn't get a Super Bowl ring. He didn't get one. Actually, I'm wrong about that one. Get the funk out of here. Hey, Ken, I like it. Get the funk out of here.
That's a good name. Yeah, I saw that name. I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about him.
We need Frank Gore for the goal line. No, we got Jamal Williams, bro. We're good.
Where was that at?
It's a little way down. Jason.
Oh, okay.
Said that. Is Barnes the next DeAndre Levy? Ooh, I hope so. Ooh, Levy was that guy, baby. Randy down at the bottom.
Alex is the next DeAndre. Hands alone, because he can cover.
I mean, I liked Alex. I liked him better than Gerard Davis coming out of college because they was linebacker boys in University of Florida. He had better film than Buddy, and obviously he's playing better than him in the NFL.
Okay. What AFC teams do you root for? Oh,
okay. I got it now.
What
AFC team?
You might have something. You might root for somebody. You probably root.
No, I mean, I don't root for nobody but the Lions. But I would say the Steelers.
Okay.
And then I like the Titans. I like the way the Titans are playing football. So I would say the Steelers and the Titans I like, but I'm not rooting for you. No.
But you'll watch them
for sure because I like the way they play football.
Yeah.
No, but the Lions all day. That's the only team I root for. The Lions always it ruins my day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I always like watching the Patriots before the whole meltdown. Yeah, I liked watching Belichick, man. That dude, the way he could just shut down offenses is okay.
He's a mastermind.
That dude, and I still like watching Belichick because I want to see what they do this year with Newton coming back again. I like Mac Jones coming out of the draft, so I want to see what they do with that. But no, I'm with you. If the Lions win, I'll watch anybody. It's a good day. I'll be smiling. It's a great day. Sure. But when we lose, I don't want to watch football.
Who do you think is winning this one?
Who do you guys think could win an eating contest on the Lions? an eating contest on the Lions. I already know Max winning that. Yo,
Who
good nickname.
who you taking?
I'm telling you, I'm taking Mac.
I'm
His nickname,
taking.
they called him Mac. You already know, man. He goes to McDonald's, man. He's hitting McDonald's, and he's going to kill it.
I'm taking Big V.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go Big V.
That's a good one. Ali McNeil versus Big V. What we eating? Some pies? I don't know. Pie. Hey,
Pies.
some people like pie. What you like pie? I feel like pie's hit and miss. It's not like it's all right. It's pie. Like cake, cake. Like
Oh,
who
yeah.
doesn't cake, right?
Right.
But pie is kind of like
It is a hit and miss. You're right there. You're right. Because I only like apple pie. I like peach cobbler. Love peach cobbler. Oh, and banana pudding. I'm getting hungry. Let's stop talking about food.
banana pudding.
Oh, I love
What?
it. We need a real fullback.
Shoot, okay.
I don't think we need a real fullback.
You don't like Cabinda? I mean, look. First off,
I don't think we need one.
I almost feel like we need more of a H back. I mean, we have guys to do that. We need more of that. If we're gonna run out of the pistol, like I'd rather have a guy that can catch the ball and I can hand it to him, like more of that, like a hybrid. And I think that's what Dedrick Mills is. I
would agree with that.
Yeah. Because Cabinda is a lead blocker. He's not really like a running back.
He said favorite draft pick, not Sewell. I love Aleem. Matt.
Mine is Jamar for sure. I've been rocking with Jamar. I'm gonna rock with Jamar.
Mine's Levi because I was like super high on Levi over on our channel. The channel I'm on. I was telling them fools about Levi from like day one.
That's
Levi, and then for us to land him in the second, I was like, oh, it was just our draft was an A+. Tell ESPN and NFL Network that.
Were you a little bit surprised initially? Not now, but like initially when they went back-to-back defensive.
Yes, I was super surprised. I was like, man, we need a receiver. But but the game plan just fell smooth out. Like I'm like just thinking about it, it just worked out. We have St. Brown, who I think is going to be a stud, and now we got 2 of the top 5 interior defensive tackles. No, I don't want to bring him back because I think that's going to slow down looks for St. Brown. That's me personally. I love Golden Tate. Got his jersey. I'm a huge fan of Golden Tate. I just don't want to take away from St. Brown because I don't feel like St. Brown's an outside receiver, and neither is Tate. Now that's just me. What would you say, Dos? Do you want Tate back? I love Tate.
I love Tate too. If Tate came back, would I complain? No, heck no. But I let him go somewhere like go win, Tate. That's what you want to do. You were just with the Giants. That was ugly. Go somewhere where you can just go win games. I'm with you. I want to see Perriman, see what he can do, what Tyrell can do. I already know what Tyrell can do, but I want to see
what they can do also.
Because you can be forced to step up. So either you step up or you don't, and we'll find out. Belichick is overrated before Tom Brady, well below 500. First year without Brady, below 500 again. Said Brady was the Patriot way. Brady's a beast. Is Brady your GOAT?
Quarterback, yes.
Okay.
Yes, quarterback. He is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Belichick did good things in Cleveland too. Like it wasn't great, but before that got all messy, he had Cleveland, So I mean,
this is like this year and next year is kind of a prove a year for Belichick. I feel like
so?
to be because now you got to show it because Brady just shown I can do it without you. So now Belichick, can you do it without Brady?
Brady bought that whole team together. Everybody re-signed. Dang.
Everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna go do this again." Like, so
this
is a prove a year for Belichick. Like, he got to get to the playoffs and make something happen. In bubbles, hard.
That's like
super hard. Who was your least favorite draft pick?
Boy, if you
don't. Yep. So go ahead with the comment.
Yeah. Here.
What?
Let me.
What? Oh,
I think your connection is going out, dude.
Oh my lord. Hey, I'm back.
All right, man. I thought your connection was going down. I don't know.
Okay. What's the deal? What's up? We got any more comments? Who is a better red zone golfer, Stafford? Ooh, Randy, that's a good one.
Oh gosh, man.
I'm gonna go Stafford, but I feel like that also has a lot to do with play calling too.
Yeah.
To be
Well, when you can't run from the 10-yard line, it's like we've had that, man. Until Peterson, we could not run. I wouldn't even say Till Peterson. Like he was like he'll give you a yard. You knew Peterson would give you a yard, but if you can't run when you're in the red zone, that's the environment you're in. Goff is a smart quarterback though. He don't throw a lot of picks down there.
Wait a minute, I thought I seen one. Oh, Swift or Jamal in fantasy. Do you see that one by Ross the Boss?
Isn't
Well,
receptions like a big deal?
Yeah, if it's PPR.
I'll go Swift.
I mean, I'm probably taking Swift, but I'm probably not drafting either one of them as my fantasy football running back, to be honest.
No, you need like a bell cow, right?
Right. That's too up and down. Like you don't know who's gonna have that hot hand every week. That's just me. I want to know who's gonna have that hot hand.
And Jamar will go undrafted. Let's pick him up. Still my least favorite pick. Oh wait, did we answer that? Your least favorite pick?
What, this year's draft?
Is that what they were talking about? Did my dude say Jamar? Okay, hold up. Whoever said Jamar, come on, man. Sai, come on, man.
Oh yeah, he did. He said least favorite pick of the draft. Least favorite pick of the draft.
I told y'all Ben was gonna be a stud, man. Look at him. He's great. Jamar's gonna be like that.
I mean, it might have to be Jamal.
Iffy. I like them all.
I think it has to be Jamar though. Like, I mean, I agree with him because all them other picks made sense and we got great value. Jamar's good. I think we got good value for Jamar too to get him so late, and he is a good running back. But out of all of them, it probably has to be Jamar. Like, I hope he makes the team and I hope he balls. He probably will turn into a stud because I think he's a low budget Frank Gore. If you really go watch the tape, like his vision is beautiful. He has a good cut. He reminds me of Frank Gore. He's not uber athletic, but he just reminds me of Frank Gore. That's a low budget Frank Gore, and I like him because Frank Gore is a baller, a very underrated running back.
Frank Gore is that dude. Maybe that's who the Rams signed.
So I mean, I hope Jamar is going to make the team, and I hope he pans out. I think he will pan out just because he has really good vision.
Dang, I like all the picks, man. I don't know.
Right, it was a A+ draft. We didn't miss on anything, and we got great value for every pick. Every pick was a great value pick. If he should have been a second, St. Brown should have been a second. Barnes, was Barnes like a third or fourth? Barnes was probably the only pick. Like we probably picked him where he should have been picked. That's it. If you think about it,
I think Aleem could have went before Levi.
Exactly, Aleem could have went in the second. Like all our picks was great value. Great value.
Because Levi's got a lot of upside, like that you can't teach. You're talking about he's so explosive, but Aleem was a beast. Man.
He's a baller.
Dominate. That was crazy. Break it last year, so he may have a. Oh, hopefully he doesn't get re-injured. I don't want to see these dudes getting injured. Who is previous regime player? I guess I go with Tabai, Allison. Those are two good names. Austin Bryant's not a bad one either because I don't know where he fits.
Or Will Harris.
Will Harris,
it's the truth.
Yeah, but like but how could they cut Will Harris?
Just play one of these fools they brought in on free agent, one of these other under the radar players,
like Marlowe. Just let Marlowe.
I mean, I know his contract's not like super heavy. I get it, but
dang,
he still can get cut.
All right,
I can't wait for Hockenson either.
Jamar was great because if we didn't get him, we probably wouldn't have landed him as a free agent. I didn't realize how fast that stuff went. Like as soon as the draft ends, there's
they're making stuff happen to get these free agents.
You don't want to miss. Like they gave 100K to McKinley. I think. Can you hear me?
Receiver from Notre Dame, right?
Oh yeah, my bad. You cut out for a second.
Yeah, I accidentally hit mute because Bubbles was happening. But I think it was buddy from Notre Dame.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this thing up. I think we're hitting our hour 30. So yeah, we'll wrap this thing up, man. Got any final questions, final chat stuff, whatever you all guys got? We'll be back next Thursday. Are we trying to play Madden?
I think I am gonna get on with you tonight. Let's do like a Detroit Lions versus Detroit Lions.
You want to get on tonight?
I think I am. I'm going to like reboot it up. I got to do some system updates.
Yeah.
I played PlayStation about a year, but I might be down to play. Like
Okay,
For
I'll
sure.
stream it. I'll stream it then. I'll stream it on the gaming channel.
You want me to hit you up after the show? Because I got to go do last second
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Do your thing. Hit me up, and I'll go. I'll
We'll
go on
do
the
it.
gaming channel.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Hey, all you Detroit Lions fans, please go over to Last Second Sports, and click subscribe. Last Second Sports. We about to do that in 30 minutes.
Link is in the description, man. So y'all can go just check
Is
that
it
out.
down below, Dose?
It's down below. Yep.
It's down
It's
below.
down there, man. Bring in Deshaun Watson for golf and 7.
No.
Heck no, man.
No.
Deshaun Watson. That way, I don't know if he's gonna play.
We don't know if he playing.
Bro, nah, man. Like,
Mm-mm.
just the how that got out of hand. Like, I wouldn't mess with that at all. I would stay as far away as I could. Any of that. Plus 7 picks, bro. Hold up.
He said streaming if we play Madden. Hell yeah, we gonna stream it if we
Oh
play.
yeah.
For
You streaming
sure.
it too, or just me?
No, you're streaming it.
I'll stream it. Okay.
You're streaming it.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
A Francis, shout out to A Francis, man. Appreciate you. So yeah, go to Doseby Gaming when tonight and we'll be live. But check out Last Second Sports. It's Last Second Sports, right? I'm not messing.
Last Second Sports.
Okay, I about said Last Second Dose. That ain't
We'll
right.
be going right here in 27 minutes, y'all. It's not all Lions talk. I know y'all. We all diehard Lions fans. You know, I love this because I get to talk with young Simba about Detroit Lions.
Yeah, no, I like this show, man. This is my favorite
Young
one.
Simba, he's so optimistic.
A little bit.
I love it.
Bit.
Though.
Just wait till training camp, man.
It's
Woo!
going down, baby. We back next Thursday though. Maybe tonight. We probably gonna play some man tonight.
Play some man tonight.
Bubbles.
Next Thursday we'll be back. All right. All right. All right. If you missed the stream, you could always go back to the beginning and rewatch it. I traded 4 picks. Right. All right, but we're gonna wrap this up. Be the Patriots. They scared those.
Be the Patriots. They scared us. No, I'm being the Lions. We're going Lions versus Lions, and I'm bringing out some throwback Black Lions uniform.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
I might. No, I'm going our turkey days. I'm going to throwback old school blue and silvers, and those you can pick whatever unit you want.
All right.
I'm gonna work on that here in a minute. I'm gonna get me going back up. I got to do some system updates. Good Lord, I ain't fired this PlayStation up in a minute. But we gonna play that.
You played heavy. You played heavy. You used to play heavy though.
Like a year ago.
Yeah, but you were like top in the world.
Madden 14 and 15 like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I was ranked in the top 100 at one point. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're like
we're talking 7 Maddens ago.
So you're like a pro gamer. That's what you're
no. The game is. I think I was actually on PS3. I was on PS3. Like no.
The spread right now would be like Rad -14 heading into the game. So all I got to do is just keep it close.
No. The spread right now is like Rad -7. I'll go -7.
Oh, so you're favored though?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, you okay? All right.
I'm definitely favored. I think I still got my custom playbook and all that. Like, yeah.
You got a custom playbook?
For sure.
Oh man.
What? You don't have a custom? We're doing it tonight. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that tonight. I'm actually.
You don't want to lose to a guy that plays with the normal playbooks.
Look. Bring out whatever playbook you want to bring out, Dose. I'm bringing out my custom playbook with the Detroit Lions. I gotta make a few substitutions.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna start playing.
All right. Madden 21, right? Yeah, making sure we got
yeah, I got Madden 21.
Okay.
It's somewhere around here. I don't know where that motherfucker's at. But yeah, we got it.
Suggestion.
My custom playbook is you might want to talk to Tyson. He's got a custom playbook, bro. I don't want none of these glitches and stuff either though. Let's just play some good football. I don't need none of that.
Yeah. We'll do
all right.
Just quick 21-0 halftime. We out, you know what I mean?
Hey, if you do that to me, salute.
I'm floated.
All right, I'm gonna watch out. I'm nervous. I'm gonna use my gold controller too. Oh yeah, we're going.
Oh, it's gold.
Oh yeah.
See, they give that to people. They send out to the pro gamers like, "Hey, thank you for playing with us again."
I'm far from a pro gamer, bro.
They give you gold.
I'm actually ready. Like, look, I should fire it up right now.
Those gold jackets.
And we're gonna stream it. Oh, we're streaming.
I'll stream it on Doseby Gaming.
Ooh, yeah, baby. All right, Bubbles.
All right,
I love it. Detroit Lions versus everybody. Last Second Sports. Last Second Dose. And I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Oh, for sure. Boy,
if you don't.
We'll be back next Thursday. Check out Doseby Gaming, man. We'll be live. Or go to Last Second Sports right after this. You can check out their stream. And we'll see you guys soon or something. I don't know.
We'll see you Thursday.
Trying to think of
Maybe
some hype.
Sunday.
See you Thursday.
Maybe Sunday. We don't know.
Sunday. Hey, we'll